Right, so you've asked for it, it's going ahead. You wanted a meet-up. I get asked constantly about coming along to meets and things like that. And like I say, loads of times, I'm just going out with my mates. Everything I do tends to be pretty short notice, so I'll send a message out to a couple of my mates, or they'll just give me a tag, and if I'm free, I'll go out to it. That's how it kind of goes. So I do like Edale, a few other meets a year where come along, have a chat and all the rest of it. So you wanted to come along, so we'll do a specific off-grid vehicle weekend, okay? So what we're going to do, I've just found a generic big field on the back of a campsite, so they're more than happy to have us over. It's got a bit more facilities than just going totally off-grid, because as I can appreciate, not everybody's got this kind of vehicle where they can just disappear off wherever they want. So you want to come along and say hello. What we've got is we've got a campsite. The details of the campsite are below. This isn't a mega organised kind of show or anything like that. This is, I'm going to a location. If you want to come and have a beer and sit around the fire with me, go for it. Ideal world, what I would like is, like, we've got our little crew that goes out. There's a few other crews like Bug Out North Wales or the original Camp Shaky lot, people like that. You've got your own little thing. So if you want to, if you've got an idea of numbers, vehicles, things like that, hit me up, and pretty much we'll look at getting you a little pitch so we can have his own little, you know, little circle of vehicles, little campfire in it, get his own little villages going round, and then one big central area, something like that. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and organise some sort of, I think I'm going to end up having to buy some sort of event shelter or something, get a fire in that. Okay, let's have a look at a few of the little notes that I made, because I go off on tangents, you know that. It's on the weekend of the 29th of the 11th this year, okay? So it's the last weekend of November, first day of December. I'm going to be there I'm going to do the school run Friday morning and head straight there, so I'll be there from Friday morning. If you can go from there. I'll be there till probably Sunday evening. It's £10 per person per night. Okay, what it was, there was a pricing structure where the bigger the vehicle the more it is, but we've evened it out now, because I don't want to penalise the larger vehicles, because it costs a lot in fuel to get these vehicles places. So £10 per person per night. You can bring your dogs, okay? So as long as you keep your dog, you know, with you, it's not running off all over the place. Most dogs are better than a lot of the people that turn up for being behaved anyway. So that's the dogs. Yeah, we've got the groups, okay? So come along in your groups, that'd be awesome, because what I've tend to found is it's a lot better if a group comes, because you police yourselves, you tidy your own area, you sort your own stuff out, it just works better. The location, it's Epworth. Okay, the postcode's Delta November 9 1 Juliet Alpha. It'll be down below in the description. That's where I'm going. Okay, so we've got food on site. This is the biggest one, because I know you can all fend for yourself and stuff, but with it being a social, it's nice to get something to eat, or you're chatting, you just want to go get something. I do the same at socials, because I'll start cooking and 7 different people want to talk to me, or I end up wandering off somewhere else and I don't end up eating, so it's ideal. It's a pop-up food stand, okay? There's some awesome food there. They've got everything from handmade pizzas to cheesy chips to Korean chips or Bolognese chips, that kind of thing, and breakfast boxes in the morning. Okay, you can see that now. I'll edit this in. Okay, so there is food on site. The biggest thing that I would ask is, if you go in, to get an idea of numbers, please go on. There's a Facebook event set up. I've put it in a couple of groups. It'll be on my like page. It will be on my, it's pinned towards the top of the Bug Out Vehicles UK Facebook group. Okay, so you can go on there. Please don't click on the interested button. It means nothing to me, because as far as I'm concerned, interested means you're not going, you're just nosying, right? So if you go in, click go in and give us a comment on it or something like that. It gives the campsite an idea of how many people are coming, and that way she can order in whatever food she needs, because if at the minute there's 20 odd people confirmed going and about 70 odd people interested, so if you were buying food, you'd get food for 30 people. Well, if 90 turn up, there's not going to be enough to go around. So please bear that in mind and be considerate. And if you go in, say you go in. If you change your mind, knock it off there. It's a couple of clicks for you, but it makes all the difference to somebody that's actually trying to run a business. You know, it's off season for them. So please be considerate with that one. So we've got fire. You're allowed raised fire pits on site. Standard thing. Please bring wood. There's going to be a larger communal fire over by my vehicle. If you want to come round there at any point, you're welcome. Please bring wood. If you don't bring wood, you don't want to put it in your vehicle, they do sell wood on site. Just don't be the person that goes round and just doesn't bring any wood to go on the fire, because this time of year it disappears quick. So play the game, yeah? What have we got? We've got an electric hookup on site, right? I want to keep that area of the field free. If you're disabled or you need, because there's people out there that do need medical equipment for the vehicle, whatnot, on an evening, so I want to keep the area around the electric point free for disabled users, because they do come to this. So yeah, then we've got toilets. Right, this is an off-grid, mate, so technically you should be able to deal with nothing. However, I don't want you all digging holes, anything like that, burying carrier bags or whatever random thing you're going to do. So I've arranged for a pit to be dug out and a composting toilet to be put in place. Okay, so some of you might get a little bit touchy about that, but if you're getting a bit touchy about that, this isn't the social scene for you. This is an off-grid vehicles thing. So your van lifers, your bushcrafters, your preppers, your bug out vehicle, you know, you should be more than happy with that. Okay, there is a little shop on site. It's, as you look at the site plan, here we go, you'll see that there's the large field. That's what we're going to be in, towards the north side of that, away from the caravans and everything to the west of that, because obviously they pay the rent, they don't want to listen to us all night. But as you come in on the, it'll be southwest corner, there's a little shop there, there's a shower block there, and like I say, in the field there'll be the composting toilet. Right, okay. Then from there I'm going to try and get some more stickers done for the event. I'm struggling with stickers at the minute, so if you're waiting on stickers, what it is, I'm one of them weirdos that likes to pay cash and deal with someone local. Unfortunately, my sticker man has fallen off the face of the earth, doesn't reply to emails, phone calls, text messages. Don't know what's happened. There's obviously something going on in his life where he's not dealing with that now. So I need to find a new sticker person, and I know there's a million companies on the internet that'll do it, but like I say, I want to deal with someone local, because when I've got a little change or something like that, I like to pop in on my way around while I'm doing my thing and just say, can you adjust this, can you do that? I like to deal with people. So anyway, I'm looking for a new sticker man around the Doncaster area. See if I can get that sorted, get some stickers for the meets, because I know you all keep asking for them, and I buy a metre by a metre at a time out of my own money, and they're gone like that. Every time I go to a meet, I'm banging them out left, right and centre. Everywhere I go, people are always tapping me up for them, and I don't mind buying them or anything. It's just bear in mind I'm not going to buy loads of them at a time, because it does get expensive. So that's that one. I'm also going to get, I've got a few new Patreons, so I need to get some hats and everything made up and get them sent out. Please bear with me on them. Obviously I don't send them out on the first month, because on the first month of Patreon, by the time they've took the fees off and it goes from dollars to pounds and stuff, it costs way more for the hat and the postage than it does to actually than what you've put in the pot, if that makes sense. So yeah, I usually leave the first month, and like if you're local, I just break even on like the second month, and if you're abroad it takes 3 or 4, but that's by the by. Anyway, there's a couple of people on I found a new place as well that does t-shirts and things, because the last ones that I got, they wanted to charge me £12.50 for a like heated on pressed thing of t-shirts, which by the time I've sorted it all out, messed about, this, that and the other, I can't justify selling it for that. So I was on the job the other day, there was a place that was doing them a fraction of the price, so I'm going to look at getting them done there. Unfortunately it's a bulk order, so I'm going to have to sort some sort of bulk order out. But what I am going to do is, there's a couple of Patreons that have been on since the absolute beginning, and they've paid into the pot quite a bit, so I need to get their sizes and get stuff out to them, because at the end of the day, it squares this channel away. It takes the sting off when I am buying the stickers, or I am doing the channel art, or I am having to replace equipment such as this. So thanks for your patience. Like I say, you've got the postcode on there, you've got all the details that you need. Please let us know if you're going or not. Tag your mates, send this to your mates, see if you can do some sort of little group. If I can get some sort of backing from say a couple of the companies that are local to this, then what I can do is maybe get a couple of little prizes and stuff and do a best vehicle, maybe even a best camp. I'd like to do a best camp because some of you have when I go around shows, you've got your fire pit, you've got all your cooking gear, you've got your awnings round, you've got a real good setup, so it'd be nice to do some sort of like best camp area or something like that for a group. So something to bear in mind. So you asked for it, you've got it, here's the date, here's the location. All you've got to do is say you're going and turn up. And one thing to bear in mind, if you don't go, that's fine. If a load of you don't go, I just won't bother again. You keep asking for these meets, you don't turn up, I don't do it again. No skin off my nose, because at the end of the day I take unpaid time off work. I have to go to and from site to do this thing. I have to buy stickers and an event shelter. It costs me money. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. That's fine. So yeah, get this shared round.